We're not on, right?
Yes, we are.
This whole time?
Why is this happening? Why? Why does this happen on the Marrio Esco Live show?
Well, now? Still no?
You got.
Still?
You got.
Oh, there we go.
You
we're on.
You plugged in?
I'm in.
All right.
I'm
We're
in the
plugged
Matrix. I'm in the Matrix. Yep.
Okay, hold on. How does this go normally?
This is just the intro.
This is just. Man, we were mute for a minute there, man. How do we do that? Did we fix that or no?
Unmuted.
Okay. No, I mean.
Are you going to enjoy this show today? Is this something that is going to tantalize your mind? Welcome to the Marrio Esco Live.
Thank you, bro.
Battle to the death, fighting till I take my last breath, till there's nothing left of this flesh, till this past tense. Got up on the fence, henceforth this intense. I was lost, now a friend, now a force with the pen for the Lord.
Lord.
You know?
Who else would it be? What up, people? What's
Emphatically,
going on?
Lord. That's who.
What? Of course. It'll be the Lord. What up, people?
I just got done watching The Matrix on Netflix. Enjoy to part
Welcome,
two.
mi gente, to the Marrio Esco Live show. I am your host, Marrio Esco himself. That's nasty, right?
All of it is.
I am he.
I am the man.
No.
I am the man with the master plan.
I am Marrio Esco, and alongside me is my good friend, co-host, Gil Vargas.
With it. Ram, pam, pam, pim, pam.
And on my left, your right, she is not here at this very moment, but my co-host, my better half, my beautiful wife, Samy Esco.
Samari, wonde tu estás?
It's a level up for us. Shout out to our listeners.
Greetings from Dublin.
YouTube was
Always
good.
good to
Facebook was good. Benjamin in the building already.
Yep.
Shout out to all our faithful listeners. Facebook, what up? Twitch, what up? Podcasters, Spotify, Apple, Google, Podbean. What's good, everybody? We love you. Let me get these up a little higher. We need the energy right. Yes. Yes.
That's nasty.
Yes.
That's very exciting.
Be sure to check out.
For that.
Yes. Be sure to check out D2Lproductions.com. We got merch available there. Cause that's the game nowadays, right?
Yeah, man. We gotta make that money.
Is that it? Is that the game nowadays? We got our merch there.
I work hard for the money. I make merch for the money.
I thank you guys who's been, purchasing the gear and whatnot.
No, we appreciate
it's a blessing.
Man.
Thank you guys. We got music available there. We're working on some new stuff. For real. It's in the works, guys. There's a few things in the works right now simultaneously.
Can you help?
At this moment. Baby, what happened? Adonde?
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 Do you need help?
Here. You okay? All right. Thank you. She got it. She got it bad. Cool. What up? Where was that? Subscribe to the YouTube.
Yeah, you.
Hit the hotline 774-243-0385. 774-243-0385. Leave a message, prayer request. Check out Me Live Pics. By the way, shout out to me.
Shout out to me.
I updated the Me Live.
Wow. Shout out to me.
So go check out Me Live Pics.
That's nasty, but we'll keep going with that. Shout out to me, guys.
Kudos
to myself.
Hold up, man. Go, man.
Miss Cousy.
How is that yes and? That's like none of that is yes and. This is
of
just. Of
course it was.
This is just get on them.
It was. That was amazing.
That's just get on them.
Yeah.
There's a difference between yes and.
Yes and I'm gonna get on you.
Yes and what? Check out, share the show, leave a review. My podcast is.
Yeah, you.
Shout out to everybody else. Recap last episode. Episode 157. No idea.
Did we eventually get an idea?
Description, no clue. I don't even remember what tracks we played. I think we went on YouTube. I think we were
we played V-Rose.
Oh, yes.
And...
Vax that thing up?
No.
Can you imagine on the Marrio?
One of our exclusive tracks for you guys.
All right, guys.
And it's exclusively on our playlist now. Vax that thing.
I updated the Me Live picks. Now I lost everybody on that.
And now he no longer has to take the vaccination after submitting that song into our playlist.
Who was it? It was somebody. It was something with a V.
It was something that Jay said was trash.
Is Jimmy in it? Jimmy, you here?
Jay was like, this song is trash.
Muchas gracias. ¿Qué pasa? Sorry, lads. I try to stay awake and watch, but I'm exhausted. Need to sleep. Yo, brother, it's a blessing that you even stay on to say hi.
For real.
Thank you so much, brother. You can always come back later. Go get your rest, bro. We love you, bro. Grace and peace. Man. Shout out to Ireland.
For real, man. I wish I could turn back time. I wish I could find a way.
But yeah,
unfortunately, man, it's just
wish I can. How's it else?
I don't know if you want to hold them, but that's on you. I stopped there.
Oh, you're the one who holds the notes, bro. I'm the one who needs the auto-tune to help me hold the notes, man. I can't believe you. What's happening? Are we really switching places here? What's going on? Now you're going to start coming out with 16 bars and whatnot? Like,
because the next line is like, I will hold you, love you,
right.
love you the way I do. You really want me to sing the whole thing? That's awkward. We're singing this to Ben, remember? I'm not going to say, I want to hold him and love him the way he does. Like,
oh, yeah, you right, Gil. You right, bro. Okay.
Hey, finally.
All right.
We're here?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Goodness, bro. Why? That's kind of whack.
I don't understand. I don't get it.
That's whack, bro. I don't like that about you.
Oh! Man, and he said it with a clear conscience. Read that. With a clear conscience.
You know, I don't like that about you, bro.
I really don't like this about you.
So that was recap.
He said that's gonna haunt my dreams. I'm gonna wake up singing that. Yes.
Gil.
Good night.
Good night. Gil with his twisted stash. If I can hold you.
He's gonna be dead sleep like this, and he's gonna be like, he's gonna be like, if I can. He's gonna rise out of the bed. If I can find a way. Like, dang, Marrio Esco.
You know, see, that's why we need a keyboard on my side. I wish I knew how to play because I would be just waiting for. Yeah, see, I give people ideas. Imagine that podcast with that dude who could just play.
Yeah,
and then he just does. He doesn't play the whole time.
Facts.
It's only when the jokes come in. This dude just plays a song. That's a fire podcast. I would watch that podcast.
Maybe that's the next step. We need to find a musician.
I need to learn how to play.
That's going to pay his dues and work for free.
Oh, here we go. Pay your dues. What does that mean? Work for no pay? Duh.
It's the only way to succeed in life.
You got it.
You got to work for years and not get paid.
That's how you work your way up. So when do I ever move up? When's the up part start?
When can I move into the out?
Your dues? Is there a due date to this? Or
just keep on trucking.
Yo, how long do people like that keep other people hostage with that line? Like, I feel like that's what pay your dues.
I feel like that's what the government is doing right now to all these businesses.
Don't worry about it, everyone.
They've been in business for years. I'm just trying to get open. Pay your dues.
Pay your dues. Look, things
would be better as soon as you up your wages and be broker. Like, really?
The hope's high. Just like all these random, like, nice sayings that don't mean anything for the moment. This doesn't do nothing for me, bro.
Just lean on a friend.
Just keep swimming. Thanks, Dory. Like, Dory swims by. She's
turns into a game show. I'm trying to open my business, president. Would you like to call a friend? Want to phone a friend?
That's pretty much what we do. That's what we do, bro.
It's like, wait a minute, what does that have to do with anything?
Oh, man. Oh, that's good stuff, man. Just keep trucking along, bro.
Yeah, man. That's how it is. But it gets to a certain point where your skill is going to show.
It gets to a certain point. You know what happens when you get frustrated? That's the changeover. When you're like, I'm not doing this anymore. No. And then when you don't want it, there's like, oh, all these opportunities come. What? Why does it work that way?
I think it's because when you I think this is exactly what it is. I think that when you're in that pursuit, you're so involved into the pursuit that you forget about the quality and the message, the brand. Like you forget about those things. You get so lost, and that's when those opportunities come because you stop caring about other people's lanes. You focus on yours, and all of a sudden you look attractive. That's because you stopped looking at that and you focused on your product or your niche or your show, whatever it is that you're doing. As soon as you let go of pleasing people and just focus on creating whatever it is that you're trying to create, it's amazing how somehow it just becomes this thing that everybody wants to be a part of. It's hilarious. It's hilarious how it's like, man, that'll never work.
I'm sorry, baby.
That'll never work, man. It'll never work because I'm here talking to you about how it'll never work. My bad. Can you hear now? ¿Te puedes?
¿Te puede?
¿Te puedes oír?
Yeah, no, I think you're right, bro. It's
I mean, honestly, I think that's a big part of it because now there's so much product out there that there's no quality.
I wanted to do gem. Did I do a gem?
Just throw it out there.
Did I do a gem?
I think you did.
Okay. Did I do one of these?
You did not. But now that your wife can hear and she's back on,
I'm sorry.
she needs another introduction, and you can hit her with the
wifey's in the building.
Yeah.
We love you, baby girl.
I'm never gonna get sick of that.
Say hi. I'm sorry. Your mic is muted as well. What happened with that? All right, now say what's up.
You sure you want me here?
Mario's one of those chauvinists. He's like, here's a
baby.
microphone, but it doesn't work.
Hello,
Are you kidding? Why? First of all, you're my wife. That's a weird question to ask me live on the show. Are you sure you want me here? Of course I do.
You invited her and you
course.
muted her mic.
I looked at her. I'm like, what are you doing here?
Just don't talk.
Exactly.
What are you doing here?
What do you even do?
This is the man cave. Get upstairs. No.
Wow. This is the Woman Haters Club.
What are you doing in my
today.
club? My clubhouse.
Do you know the secret password?
Don't tell me you had secret passwords, bro.
I didn't have a fort, bro.
I
didn't get.
You kind of did. You lived in a fort. It was the hood.
It was the hood, bro.
You were in the fort.
The secret password is don't get shot.
Don't get the secret. Don't get caught. You mean?
Don't get caught. It's all the ops.
It's all the odds.
Watch the ops. Don't get caught. And
First
don't
of
get
all,
shot.
The ops is not the odds. Don't try to do
Hey, but you
that.
still almost got it, though. You almost took it. And that's not a yes and either, by the way. You're
Watch
supposed to
the
go with
ops. Don't get caught and don't get shot. What is this? Like, is this creative tip? What are we doing here, man? I don't know if I'm supposed to be with gems or rebuking you right now.
I'm out of here.
Which one am I supposed to do? That doesn't sound like sound advice. When somebody comes to
When
you
you're in the
and
hood,
tells
that's
you,
literally
hey,
the advice you give them.
Watch out for the ops.
Don't get caught and don't get shot.
That is not. Maybe that is sound advice. I don't know.
It is sound advice. If it's your first time in a hood,
Hey, that's good enough advice for
and
me.
you don't know who's around you, that's the best 3 ots.
You
get.
ought. This is we're Christian,
And
bro.
then the last
It should
one,
be-
you ought
it should
to
be-
leave.
Every time you say ought, I'm thinking thou shalt ought. You know, thou ought. I did
ought.
that shall.
Yeah,
Thou shalt ought.
but that's like a British accent version.
That's like a double. That's like a double
Ought
entendre. What is
thou thine.
You ever came across one of them Bibles?
Mario's the only dude in the background that's like, how sweet thou art. How sweet thy art.
I'm not gonna
Is
front.
it not art?
Yo, I'm not gonna front. Reading those hymns sometimes is kind of crazy. Don't lie to me, bro.
I'm not.
Reading them hymns sometimes is
It
kind
does
of
take
crazy,
you like
bro.
if you feel like you're an Englishman.
Especially when they try to do the accent things, like they do the comma thing. And
What do you mean?
You never seen in the hymn they do a comma thing that they take out syllables. They straight up.
Oh yeah.
They'll take out a whole syllable.
Yeah, to fit
And
the
you know
words.
what's messed
to
up?
fit the words.
You know what's messed up?
Facts.
When we were rapping,
And it's not even a real
yo,
word.
when we were rapping, they'll be like, "Oh, how come you using that slang and trying to curve them words like that?" Dude, they do it in hymns.
Facts.
They curve the words in hymns, bro.
And even, some of it don't even make sense.
It's like elast. It's like
It's like,
everlast.
Lord, Ari time. I'm like, Ari time? That's not even a word.
And we accept it.
And we're like, Ari time?
We just do it.
What is Ari time? It's a godly thing.
Don't worry about it. It's like
It's in the
don't
Bible.
argue. Don't argue with the hymns. All right.
It's in the King James. You wouldn't understand. Your level of understanding is just not at mine.
You haven't studied.
That sounds prideful.
You're like, oh, young grasshopper. Did you ever get hit with that at the church?
Yes.
Oh, young
They do
grasshopper.
the under breath laugh like you're a simpleton. Like, what is Ari? He said Ari. What is Ari?
Yo.
Pish posh.
Bro, I'm on the lower scale, man. They be hitting me with the verses, and I'm just like, what? You know, Timothy 2:16, and I'm like, could you?
And they just throw the most random scriptures.
Like, what kind of conversation are we having?
If you're a Christian that does that, you need to repent. Okay, don't be throwing. You can't be throwing scriptures gingerly over conversations.
You know,
like I went to the store the other day and I was hungry. Oh, sort of like Samuel's second. Sort of like what?
Sort of like Samuel second, more like First Peter, and you're just sitting there like, what are you
going back and forth? Like, and then I had an epiphany, like Genesis. I'm like, why don't you just say what happened?
The entire conversation was made out of words from each chapter and verse.
The thing is, though, instead of having a conversation,
it was all in code.
I read the Bible and I'm like flipping, I'm trying to get the context of what they're talking about.
You're on
Sort of like in Samuel. Oh, Samuel.
The store is down the street. Why couldn't you just tell me that?
He only uses scriptures for the first word.
The store is down the street. You could have just...
Wow. If somebody ever talked to me like that...
They text you with the scriptures for you to figure it out. What is he trying to say?
Not everybody memorizes scripture perfectly.
Oh, man,
so don't also be throwing them scriptures out there and then waiting for them to get the scripture. Like Timothy.
I said it's a test, bro. It's just a check. It's just to see where you at.
Timothy.
Where you at? Where you at?
Can you recite Timothy?
Like Timothy. I'll be thinking somebody in the church. Oh, you mean like Timothy Holmes or no?
Well, I love. You know what? I'll say this.
What do you mean?
I love that. I love that Christians do that. Like, because they kind of keep you on your toes. But let's keep it consistent. Let's go up to somebody and be like, like the Second Amendment. Can you recite the Second Amendment? Can you recite it? No. Oh, simpleton.
It's a fact, though. It's a fact.
Like the Constitution. Can you recite it? No.
Yo, bro, but some of them actually be.
You don't know the Constitution.
Some of them
memory?
actually be putting them police officers to the test live on their phone, live streaming.
All facts.
And it's different when you're actually supposed to know this stuff.
Facts. But see, that's different.
And you're like,
that's different. I see that the same as if I went to my pastor and I grilled him on scriptures. He should know. So it's pretty bad when a random person off the street goes to a cop and goes, yeah, like file 736, law section 12. And the cop is like,
if I was a cop and I heard that, I'll be trying to fly up out of there as fast as possible.
In the law that I can be here with my sneakers on and a tennis ball in my right hand. If you don't know your law, sir, how do you even know that law?
And the whole time they got the phone up all in the face.
Yeah.
They like this.
By
the way, say hi to the 5 million subscribers. Say hi. Say hi. Millions of people are watching right now.
6 million, actually.
Millions.
You really look as 3.
No, some of them really hit them numbers, bro.
Oh yeah. The ones that actually go and really test cops and test people. That's what I'm saying.
They do an audit. They do what do they call a civilian audit or whatever?
Audit, a law
and they go to public.
Yeah, way too much time.
Places. And they challenge the security. Yeah,
they start filming the police station.
I know they purposely try to egg them on.
Excuse me, you shouldn't be filming the police. Actually, in section 1238.45, it says I can film anywhere I want.
Bro, if you see someone coming in with their camera all over the place, it's like, they got
anybody
up their sleeve.
Anybody's gonna question that, and then they come up with you like, well, actually, I know the law, and I can do this. I can film you. Why would you?
Bro,
why would you want to?
They're obnoxious with it. They be zooming in. They be like, whatever they can see with their eye, they're able to record.
See your boogers in your nose. I zoomed in. Ha. What are you going to do?
Bro,
I know my law.
Some of them be legit focusing in on personal documents, bro. Because they say that for as far as their eye can see, that's your fault. If you allow me to see the paper, that's your fault. You got to change the office. And they'll put that on them, but they're sitting there like obnoxiously filming right in, zooming in on the papers, and like, you know, I don't know how I feel about it, man. For me, it's obnoxious.
So do we give a pass to the Christians that do that and go up to heretical pastors and like, actually, you're a heretic.
It's a cultural thing, man.
Pop out the tree. Hey, you're a heretic. Guess what? In 2 Samuel.
First of all, how did the dude know that the dude was gonna pass? That's some sick dude, bro. Hey, yo, K-Dub, if you in trees waiting for a heretic to come along, I rebuke you, bro.
No, he was more sophisticated than that. He did his zip line. He was like,
not be doing that. That's like them cops that chill in the woods with their speedometer and they're waiting like tucked up, have their car all hidden behind bushes.
You at 45 miles of heresy.
No, they come running out with it. What the heck is that? That's how you know it's. I can't even say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Do you know how fast you were going with that heresy? Look.
It's a small town cop. I'll say that. How about that? It's a small town cop just coming out.
That might actually be an ill skit where somebody just comes with a whistle blowing like,
trying to pull you
heresy! Over. He's speaking heresy! Call the police!
Call the police, bro. First of all, that's the wrong people to call for a heretic. Call the cops.
That's what I'm saying. That's a skit. Call the police.
Call the cops.
He's speaking.
There's a heretic there. Can you imagine yelling that to a cop? This man is a heretic. I know it. I can prove it. I have the evidence against him.
He's walking while heretic. Get him.
He's heretic walking right now. Look at him. Look at the way he's walking. The dude is actually like doing that.
His sneakers are heretical. That's how bad he is.
The dude's actually doing the dance.
He's wearing Yeezys. So much heresy.
He's all flagged up. He's like really flagged up. Like, look at him. He's flaunting his heresy. It's just flaunting his flag, like just repping.
Wait, there's a heresy flag?
Oh man, there's a whole crew behind him. Like what? All right, my bad. Yeah, man. They actually look for them. Is that a topic?
No, we were just saying how people just pop up on people, like, and we were just talking about how different cultures do that, man. And I don't know. I think it's kind of weird. Either way, I even think paparazzis are weird. Like celebrities are just like people. They're just normal people. And you got people popping out of trees, like, "What are you dumping in your trash?" What? The same thing as you. Garbage. What's wrong with you? Like, guess what? I saw Charlie Sheen throw out styrofoam. He doesn't care about the environment.
Yo, I love when those people have, like, in the hotels. I used to work in AV in the hotels, and they had this huge conference about saving the planet, recycling, and everything.
Wait, who?
This huge conference in this hotel
and it's about saving
the planet, recycling everything, right? They have about maybe 20 enormous barrels, trash barrels.
What?
And no recycling. Everybody got to throw all their dishes and stuff that they went got coffee. Everyone got to throw everything, and all these 20 barrels are completely filled up to the top. What? And then,
this is a convention?
What was hilarious was at the end of the event, they realized, like, they were done. They were like, yeah, save the planet. Wow. And then everyone was getting ready to leave.
What are you going to do with all that trash, buddy?
And then they're like, oh, shoot.
You got to get rid of this trash.
And they would look up at me because I'm the camera dude. So they would look up at me and look around, and I'm the only one looking.
Yeah. You should have been like,
hey, bro,
save the planet.
Bro, they just go like this. And they toss it in the trash. Things were filled to the top. I'm like, this is so crazy.
Yo, that is so hypocrisy.
Oh man, sorry.
The hypocrisy.
You just reminded me of that event. Just watching and I'm literally the camera set up by 2 of the barrels in the aisle, so I'm watching everybody. I'm looking at I don't even know if I was filming or not, bro. I was just like, I can't wait to watch this. Look at save the planet. Yeah. I'm like, yo, let's go.
Captain
Come on now.
Planet.
Save the planet now. What you gonna do? They're like, they couldn't wait to get into the lobby to throw it in the recycle bin, bro. Like, just, you know what I'm saying?
You know,
they're
not
like,
every
I
single
ain't
person.
carrying this thing.
I am not.
Forget saving the planet.
Saving the planet. I'm saving my legs. I ain't walking all that with this trash.
Whew, man.
How was your week, bro?
After that, bro, I just started thinking of like being a good sport. Like being a good sport.
After going to a Save Your Planet convention.
Yo, because you know what? It's actually a dope topic because as a Christian, you're to be a good steward of the earth, right?
Facts.
Not supposed to be throwing your trash where you're not supposed to be one of them dudes rolling down the window and throwing your trash out the window.
No, that's a fact.
Look at Kill's looking at me like I did that just today. Why are you giving me that face
don't.
like you just tossed a full Dunkin' Donuts cut off?
I'm not allowed to do that because if I get a fine and that goes on my driving record,
facts.
I drive for a living.
Facts.
So that would be like whoosh, super bad. And then if they see what I did, like, oh, you threw something out the window, you know how dangerous that is? And the company is like super like safety, like safety. Just make sure you are safe.
That's what they need. They need to hire the robots, bro.
They should, man.
Just have them running around. Like
can't be any safer than that.
Go ahead.
Like what?
I was gonna say like Sylvester Stallone, the movie with Wesley Snipes, when every time he cusses like John Spartan.
Yeah.
And it
the
gives you a ticket. It gives you a ticket like all the time. John Spartan, just for swearing, bro. Like just cussing, you get a ticket.
Yo, he wanted that toilet paper. He's like, you know what, you stupid.
Yes. He's like, I want to do the old fashioned
mad swear. They're all like, oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Like, he doesn't know how to use the seashells. I still to this day want to know how the seashells. They never explained that to me in Demolition Man.
In all this time,
how do the seashells work?
How do they work?
Okay, they need to have a reunion just for that part. How do seashells work, man?
I wonder if that's like a question in that niche, in that genre of people that.
It was probably an inside joke with the director, like, guys, what if we eliminate toilet paper and just have these 3 shelves? Everybody's gonna be like, what? And we'll never tell them how to use it ever. So now, to this day, what? 40 years later?
Do you remember
what year?
Do you remember what year that was supposed to be in?
The Demolition Man?
Yeah,
I don't know. I want to
because I always find it interesting when they.
Oh, when they say a year and then we're way past it.
Yeah, and you're like, bro, we don't got no flying cars.
I remember one of them being 2021. One of the future movies was like 2020.
It was like flying cars.
Oh, yeah, of course. I think it was probably like one of the Terminator movies, actually.
Really?
One of the Terminator movies was like 2020. We're like, damn, it's going to be like that? We still here. We ain't got a flying thing. Nothing flies except planes. The same thing that flew in the Terminator. Still don't fly today.
Actually, the only thing is less people outdoors. Well, not anymore. I don't know. Where's it at right now? Things still open or not?
Well, certain places, not everywhere.
Like, is it?
I know in New England,
are things
we're fully
closing
open.
back up?
We're fully open in New England. I know that. Everywhere else, I'm not sure. I know New York is still locked down. I know Cali is still locked down. You can't do nothing in Cali.
New York is locked down? I just came from New York. It didn't seem locked down to me.
Did you go to like big events? Like,
bro, I was in Manhattan.
And? It's a city.
I was
they ain't gonna
in
stop
Times
you from
Square.
going in. That's what I'm saying. Was there big gatherings? Like,
bro, it was like New York, bro. Like New York City. I'm like, corrected. Oh my goodness, man. Look at this. Everybody's out.
New York was still locked down.
Bro, everybody's out. Everybody's out.
Or they're still locked down and New Yorkers are like, you know what? Forget this. Go ahead and stop me.
There was this.
We like cockroaches out here. You ain't gonna
Yo,
get us.
everybody was hustling. There were purses. There were like 3 purse people sellers on like every block.
The street
there was
sellers?
like shoes. Man. There was clothes. There was
everybody
was hustling. There was candy bars being sold. There was food trucks. Dude. Everybody in New York is a hustler. Everybody is hustling, man.
Oh, wait. Demolition Man took place in 2032.
2032. Okay.
So we still got some years until we catch up to that one.
Okay.
That's a long time from now.
It's still not too far.
Good 10 years. Yeah, 12 years.
It's not too far. We'll be alive for it. So,
Lord willing.
Lord willing.
And hopefully still doing the show and be like, guess what, guys?
We're here.
We got the Demolition Man here.
Cars, man. Like,
still no.
We're still in this basement.
I actually hope we remember.
Look at
You almost made me.
Lord, you almost got hit with a microphone.
We got hit with a microphone, a chancleta.
Yeah, that would have been great. Boom. Just a microphone on his lap. And all you hear is the steps going upstairs. I'm out of here. I quit the show.
Like, how many people were leaving with her? It's like the whole show left. How
Like
many
the
people
Jumanji
were with her?
Stampede.
Goodness. You had a whole team.
It's like, dang,
There
she has
goes
a
my
church with her.
marketer. There goes my camera guy.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
goes
I'll
my
quit.
sound guy. It's like all pieces of me.
It's all people.
We're going with her.
Arm goes. Your
My arm goes.
your
My
head goes last.
my head is the last one. Like, come on, guys.
So who the heck is staying
The
for the
show must go on.
Wait a minute. You end up leaving the show in pieces. Why? Your leg goes, everything goes in pieces when you could have just got up
The show
and walked the heck off.
Must
No.
go on.
It's like, there goes my editor. There goes my producer. It's like, wait a minute. Well, how is just one hand the producer? There goes my social media. So it's your leg.
One hit.
It's like your leg took care of social media? That's weird.
Different parts of the body, but all part of the body.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Different functions. Look at him trying to be all philosophical.
Philosophical.
It's a falafel thing, okay?
It's a Philosoraptor. Where did that come from? I don't know.
That's one of his jobs.
It's just
Apparently,
in the
he's
middle
a
of a
Velociraptor
conversation.
as
In the
well.
middle of a conversation, it's a Philosoraptor. What? Where? No,
You can only
for
imagine-
real.
you can
There's
only
a
imagine.
Philosoraptor right there.
Reading Mario's resume. Wow, you're a producer, rapper, actor,
Run.
Velociraptor. Wow.
Actually, it's a philosophical rapper. Oh, oops. Sorry.
I'm just not
It's a
woke.
misspelling, sir. It says Philosoraptor.
I guess I'm just not woke enough.
Oh,
Sorry.
Philosoraptor.
He's
Sorry.
a Velociraptor. It's
That's
a
spell
philosophical
check.
rapper.
Imagine
genius.
Imagine that on your bio. You accident. It's like spell check. It says Philosoraptor. Philosoraptor.
That is the name of the show.
Christian
Velociraptor.
Christian Philosoraptor from
It's a philosophical raptor.
Christian
You're gonna put a raptor with a student hat on it.
from
He graduated.
Massachusetts.
He's a philosophical raptor.
A real raptor comes out like with a mic. All right, let's chill. He has the hip hop hands already. Yeah. No, let me.
Wait a minute. They only have like 2 finger claws, and he said they're doing gangster signs. It's a twisty. That's it. That's all they can do is this, guys.
They already
This.
got it locked
Somehow,
down.
he got the
They already
West
got it
Coast
locked
single.
down, man. They're like, yo, man.
Somehow the Velociraptors are like,
Bum,
West
bum.
Coast. Wait, guys, if we put it together, West Coast. Guys, let's put them together.
All right, we're gonna jump into our featured track. This is Hyper Fenton and Moflo Music, Faithful. Here we go.
Mofo music.
All of my life, all that I want is all that you want. life. All that I want is all that you want on me. In all of my life, I'll have all I want, and you can have all of me. Gotta know you're faithful, gotta lay it on the table. Lord, I know you bled for me, resurrected from the dead for me. Gotta know you're faithful, you're the only one who's able to look at me and all right now, when all I do is let you down.
Yo, I think I had that muted for a little bit, so I'm gonna respect that, and we're gonna play that one more time, but not right now. Toward the end, we'll probably play that again, because I think that song is fire.
That song is crazy.
That's Faithful, Hyper Fenton. I'm not sure. I don't know much about Homeboy.
I wasn't expecting this person to.
I reached out to him. I reached out to him
without
one
being
time.
mean.
I reached out to him one time to get him on the show, but you know he's doing it. He seems to be focused on what he's doing.
That's dope.
Plus, he I seen some pictures of him performing and stuff, and
What's crazy
a
is 'cause
live
he looks
crowd,
like
the dudes out there.
he looks like the guy that would fix my car.
And he owns it, bro.
Like he's the guy that you go to and he'll be like, yeah, it's easy. Your exhaust is a little bit messed up. You need a little bit of soldering. You need a new filter. And I end up saying like,
That's
"Dad,
bad.
bro,
Is
I
that,
came here for my wipers."
Is that
Where's this
what's
list
the word
coming
for
from?
it? Are you being like stereotyping him or something? Like,
No, I'm just saying he looks
You're
like the guy.
This dude looks
that I
like
would
one of
go-
these guys.
He does though. When I hear that song, I don't see that guy.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
I don't see that guy. That's the guy that rolls underneath my car and goes, I'm gonna be a few more minutes.
Yo, you come into the garage, you hear that song blasting, you're like, oh, you think it's coming from the radio in the car?
And it's him.
And he comes
just rolls out.
My love,
Every
diamonds are faithful. Oh, what's up, man? Almost done with your car, sir. I just
can you stop getting
swapped
jiggy
out
with it and fix my car? That track is fire, by the way.
And also, where did you get the instrumental from? Where is that playing?
Where is that even playing from? The fact that you had time to make the beat while you were making my
producer
car.
come out on the other side. Oh, it's over here. Like the producer's
It's
under
not
there.
even a beat. It's him
What are you
playing
guys?
on the parts of my car.
What are you guys doing under there? You look under, there's a microphone. There's like there's a
studio.
recorder.
This dude is fixing my car and creating a track.
And he's making a track under the car.
And then he looks at me and goes, "You gotta grind, bro."
Yo, it's a whole vocal booth under
That's
the car.
crazy. Yo, if you got that level of
that's like
grind,
doing an
I
oil
I
change.
respect you.
And I just want to be faithful. Woo, woo, the oil coming down.
Whoa. First of all, whoa, whoa. That's gross. Whoa, whoa. I just want to be faithful. Whoa, whoa. That right there. I don't know if he should be disrespected by the mimicking of his track. That's not even faithful. I just want to be faithful. Whoa, whoa. That's not even being faithful at that point.
That's
You
being
need to stop.
That's
unfaithful to your talent by going whoa, whoa, dude. At least
Whoa.
woo, woo. I put a little emphasis behind it.
Shoot, Christian.
It's the most laziest woo I ever heard. Whoa, whoa.
Philosoraptor.
Yeah, man. No, but for real, that track was fire, man.
Raptor.
So he disrespected you by muting you and saying you sound like a
And
whoa, whoa.
First of all, you're the one who
I said he looked like my mechanic.
He looked like my.
That's not disrespectful. That's saying he looks like a different profession other than the one he currently has.
Oh, I love it. Okay. Hey, it's the Vargas way, man. What can I do?
That's not a Vargas
What can
way.
I do? What can I do? When you
I'm
got your
sure
lawyer,
every person
when you got your
who
lawyer
watches
suit
this
on,
show is-
I fold. You got it. No doubt, Gil. You won there. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Woo woo. Let me woo woo myself out of this conversation. You done won that one.
Well, you don't have to woo me.
Woo woo. I just walk out. Like it's all good. I'm out.
You woo this.
You wooed me with that song. All right. No. Dope sound. Fire. I I know what you mean. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, I'm making an appointment with him. He's gonna fix my car next
He's gonna.
after this track.
Where do you come up with those bangers? Every time I'm changing oil, I don't know, when I'm changing the oil,
It's the weirdest thing.
some reason when
Something about that oil
you can tell,
cascading
you
out
can
of the
tell
car.
when I
Super inspirational.
get inspired when I do an oil change to make the most fire tracks. Dope sound, man. Love it. And I love how he also owns that look as well. The dude has fun with it. He you see him in that pic with the thick mustache.
The Ron Burgundy mash.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
the Ron Burgundy stash, bro.
Super dope, man.
Like milk was a bad choice.
You know what else I think is dope? How he's harnessing that sound.
Yeah.
Like, where is that inspiration coming from? I would love to be
I
like,
don't know.
yo, where's that
I think
inspiration
it's coming from the stash,
bro?
because it's like bounce.
Oh, wow.
You know what
You
I'm
would
saying?
know. You got the curly stash, so you know.
I do got the.
Has
curl.
it changed?
But my joint is about not allowing people to pass go
Oh, okay.
or collect
That's the
$200.
is that the business stash?
You know what I'm saying? Yes.
That's the business stash.
business. It's business. It's almost like the
Okay.
mullet.
So are you gonna rock that? Like, let's say you go to a concert.
Oh yeah, I honestly, I would love to rock it all the time. It's just it's a lot of maintenance.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah,
It's
like getting
putting on
that
a
curl
costume.
to just stay there. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have to hairspray it?
No, but somebody actually gave me that tip. They were like,
Yo,
use
they just said-
got to be glue or whatever. You can get it like at Walmart. It's called got to be, but it's called hair glue. And they said if you take a little bit of that and put it on, it
Boom.
stays like
Perfect.
dumb hard. Like you could flick it and it just goes.
Oh my goodness.
I'll be like
Can you
Chip and
imagine
Dale's.
that?
I'll be like Chip and Dale's when he smelled the cheese. He's
I
like
just-
cheese.
Cheese.
You're
Oh,
like,
that's
do I
hilarious.
smell cheese? And that's all I do is just bing, goes
Bro,
up and I leave
it would be even better if it actually did twist up like that, like automatically. Like you had a little
That would be
button
fire,
you could push
son.
or. But like whenever you felt
all I
like
gotta do
doing
is just
it,
take a piece of cheese. And be like, wait a minute, baby. Are you taking out the cheese?
that would be nasty. Thank God that he didn't allow us to be able to move our beard and our mustaches.
Right.
That would be nasty. If I see you thinking, scratching your nose with your mustache, bro, I would be like, dude, stop moving your mustache.
No, I'm not gonna lie though. When it's twisted, I could kind of scratch my nose with it. I could be like,
No, don't
And it
do it. Don't do it.
it does. If I go like
do it.
this,
No, don't do it, bro.
it can kind of like scratch my nose. You know when it's like when it got the curl like right here, I'll be like,
That's it, yeah.
wow.
Oh, wow.
Kind of feels good.
My goodness.
That's sophisticated.
You rock that to church too?
Oh yeah, everywhere.
Yeah?
Yeah,
What do
everywhere.
they say at church?
They love
Are they
it.
looking at you like, what is this weirdo doing?
The pastor every single time he comes up,
He
he's
blesses
just like,
it? Does he caress it?
no. He goes, every single time he goes, man,
That's
That
a
is
heavy
so
stash you have there.
that beard is so impressive.
Bro, this dude is not even like commending your spiritual walk. this dude.
I'm like, first of all, I can earn my salvation.
threw
All
this-
I gotta do is do what I want. And he's like, man, that is such
Man,
an
that
impressive.
stash is so impressive.
That thing is impressive.
Are you coming next week? We would love to have you. He's just like straight up.
Are you coming next week? I'd love to see that beard again.
We have Bible
you don't
studies
want to
on
see
Tuesdays.
Me. That's awesome.
We could
I
move them
wanted
to
to come and
Wednesdays.
hear the word of God.
Does Wednesdays work for you?
Wednesdays, right? Just
We
make sure
can
you
move
bring
them.
that beard with you.
We could do it again on Thursday. I don't know. Whatever works for you.
As long as that beard's there.
As long as that stash is there, you're in. They talk about the show no partiality.
Why?
They're like, oh, come
Why
here, Gil. Look
is
at
the
that stash.
beard so important to the pastor?
You see his stash? Sit him up in the front row.
Man,
I was gonna say that.
you can see the sanctification just radiating out of that stash. Is that what holds it up?
You know
It's your
what? though?
sanctification.
But you know what's mad funny about what you just said?
What?
Is that there's people that would judge on the opposite side of that.
What do you mean?
You come in all tatted up with all weird mohawk or whatever, all different colored hair, whatever. You come in looking crazy. They think the opposite of that. Oh, that dude needs Jesus.
Yeah, they definitely won't be like, man, them tattoos are impressive.
Sit in the front row, sir. They'll be like,
I see you have scripture on
Wait
your
a minute.
arm.
Is that a broken person? No. Get him out of here. No.
You might actually be whole. Do you see those tattoos?
But that stash,
That stash gotta go. Imagine it was reversed. Like all things proper. Everybody comes in with the suit.
But is that
top
proper?
hat,
What style
mustache.
is that? What style is
I'm
that?
not even sure. You know what? I'm gonna look that up. What
The
is
stash is like
what
is
is
that like 60s or something? I don't know.
the curled
What is the curl stash?
stash?
I think you told us last episode. Didn't you tell us like where it came from? You knew like the history and everything, like where it came from. Oh man.
Let's see. The history of mustaches.
As a barber,
Wow.
would you be doing those types of?
Now that I have it, yeah, I would actually like.
No, but do
I know,
barbers?
the thing
are
is, I always loved
are barbers
beards.
expected to be able to do stuff like that?
I say yes.
Mm.
And the reason why it's different is because it depends on where you cut hair. So if you cut hair in the inner city, like not a lot of black people like to have blades on their skin because they break out easily. So a lot of times when I was cutting black folks, they were like, "Nope, don't touch me with no razor.
Wow.
Just cut this, and that's it.
So
And
what
don't
you
use the razor on my
what'd you do?
neck. Don't use the
You
razor.
just use
on that.
the machine,
Yeah,
the
just
buzzer?
trimmers. I just
Even
trimmers.
the beard and everything?
Yep, everything was with trimmers.
Really?
So it was different. So it depends on where you're from. So you may be in an area where there's not a lot of beards. You know, like Brent, he told me, he's like, he doesn't encounter a ton of beards in the area where he's at. He doesn't get a lot.
Interesting.
He gets like maybe one, maybe two. So a person like that works with him, he probably won't even work on that skill because he has nobody to practice on. So no beards. You know?
So
for
would
me,
you-
I
would you-
loved beards. I love to
Would you
work on
also
beards.
say they need to be able to know how to braid?
Again, based on area. If you're in the city, in the inner city, they love that. That's braids. Whether you're a guy or a girl, everybody's getting braids. Sex does not matter. Kids, you know, or if you're in a more, you know, urban, more like countryside, ain't nobody getting braids up there. So
That would be funny,
It's
though.
not really a business
That
you're
would
gonna
be
get.
hilarious. You see,
For an
you see them
example,
all
yo,
getting
in our
braids?
area, for an example, I'll give you a good area, Boston, like where Fenway Park is. There's high-end salons over there. I guarantee you go into one of them high-end salons and be like, "Yo, I'm trying to get braids."
Can you give me a?
They're all gonna be like, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, you know what I'm saying? The other night,
They could be like,
the whole salon is gonna
who
be
got
like,
'em?
"Shoot,
who got him?
did he just say he want braids? Does he not know where he's at?" But
You can't turn him down, right?
You
Like,
can't
what
turn
are
them
you gonna
down.
do?
I mean, you could get braids. I'm sure they know how to braid.
This gonna be.
But-
they do a French braid.
Some Allen Iverson braids.
They do some
like
crazy.
some
Yeah.
tight braids to your scalp. I don't know. I
Yo.
don't know. I may be stereotyping. I'm sure there's some like, you know, high end, you know, hairdressers
Dímelo,
that
Jimmy
might
in
be
the
like,
building.
don't
James
discriminate.
Rivera, I
I
see
know
you."
how to do that. But hey, you probably learn from somebody who was not from the upscale. I guarantee it. I ain't never seen it. I don't know. I ain't never seen it.
I
You've been to the
learned,
barber
but-
You
shop?
braid? You know how to braid?
I do not. And that's because I never had to.
That's one experience we didn't have, man. You never.
I never
learned.
had a
braided
dude.
my hair, bro.
Huh? I never braided
I
your
just
hair.
can't get
I know.
them.
I'm saying.
Oh, I was
I
about to
can't
say.
get them tight
You don't
enough.
make me breakfast. You don't. No.
Hey man, I ain't afraid to
She
admit
never
that.
braid my hair.
It was
bro.
for Father's
What's
Day.
good?
Right? I'll say I don't care. I own mine. It was Father's Day.
No, don't do it.
And I was like, yo,
Don't do it,
I'm
yo.
gonna go to my man's.
Yo,
I'm gonna
yo,
make
yo,
breakfast
don't
for the
do it, bro.
family. First of all, don't make it weird. Like I came
you-
over and said, "You stay in bed, baby. I'm gonna make you breakfast."
You remember when
Don't
he
make it
had
nasty.
That
You never braid
Little
my
braid
hair,
right here.
bro.
Oh
What's
yeah.
up?
How was it like having a mustache, the chin with the beads at the end?
Oh, that was nasty, bro.
How was that? Hey, you
was
had the beads in the back too. You nasty sumo
I
wrestler.
was a nasty.
You was a
dude,
nasty Spanish sumo wrestler.
Man. Goodness, man. Bro, I had the libret.
This dude, you know the thing.
I had the industrial.
You know the
how you call
Karate
that?
Kid
industrial
drum.
piercing.
You know
in
the
in
Karate Kid
ear?
drum. It had the bead in the front, bead in the back. And
Oh,
go like
yeah.
this.
I had the weird.
Yeah.
Mario could have did it if he went like this.
Yeah.
Because he had beads in the front and he had beads in. He could have been like.
It was one of those. One of those things from
You would've
the,
been like, wait a
from
minute,
the
Daniel,
Karate
son.
Kid.
Let
From
me
the
help
Karate
you.
Kid. Yeah, that's so.
Yo, Mario
foul,
had
man.
beads in the front and beads in the back, son. That was nasty.
Just slapping my face, I guess. Just
Yo, every time he looked to his right, if somebody called him fast, like, yo, Mario, damn it.
you're just. That was my weapon. I was like,
I need to look
swirling it.
slower.
I was like, where? You want to mess with me? Throwing little stones from it.
Mario
Got
gave
him.
directions like, hey, which way do I go? That way.
I was rapping with it. Yo, if I didn't want it to, no.
Yo, his finger was doing the motion.
I don't want it to did it.
He said, my name is Esco. Said
Yeah,
Esco.
my name is Esco, the Presco.
The Presco.
Just like-
I cook with Crisco. It's like, yo, first of all, your beard is nasty. It's doing hand signals to me, bro.
Yeah, you don't want to see it with three. You don't want to see it with three twisties.
And after
That's when it
Mario's
starts getting
done
crazy.
battling, his beard goes, bring it.
I even say I look like this.
Yeah,
Like, yo, he's done.
this dude is... Like, wait a minute, did this
He is
beard cut
done.
you off?
Is this beard dissing you? No.
His beard got more bars than you. He got beaded bars.
Yo, speaking of bars, man. I know you're not. Are you up? You're not up to date with what's going on in hip hop, are you?
In what sense? Like secular hip hop? Nah, not at all.
Okay, so there's this going on. Lupe Fiasco against Royce, and what's his name? What's his name jumped in? I know Jimmy knows. Mike, what's his name? Somebody jumped in. I went to go check out the diss tracks, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Brought me back to the time where there was like mixtapes like that, boom bap. You know what I'm saying? East Coast, raw. That time when people were just getting at each other with straight bars. Here go Jimmy. I know. Mickey killed Royce. There we go. There we go. Bro, Ethan Royce. Here we go. See? All right, the hip hop heads. Hip hop heads. I knew I was going to get them. Hip hop heads, okay? So they're going at it, and they're gonna kill me. They're going to kill me. This is a Marrio Esco live show, bro. All right.
Is this on YouTube? 'Cause I don't see none of those comments.
So I heard it, right? And it legit brought me back to that time, mixtape era, boom bap, New York, Source magazine. Like, it legit brought me back to that time. There was no intentional switch up with their rhyme scheme and nothing. It was straight diss tracks. Straight bar, boom.
Okay.
Bar, punchline. Bar, punchline. Just classic hip hop, boom bap, diss tracks. Right? And I was trying to get like invested in it, bro. I was so trying, like, and I'm hearing,
You didn't like it?
bro. My bad, y'all. Like,
What happened? I'm
my
confused.
bad, y'all. I love you, man. I want to be like the guy that wants to rock with y'all and like be with it. And I'm listening to these bars and I'm like, is it just me? Is it just me, y'all? Like, am I tripping? I'm like, it ain't really too crazy, man.
Okay. Like you saying, like their bars weren't impressive?
Like, it wasn't. Yeah, it didn't grab me like it used to. It didn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm.
Did you like check your hip hop temperature and look at another battle to see if maybe it was a different battle or maybe just that specific battle?
You know
wasn't
what
good?
it is? Maybe it's just this. Maybe because Jimmy. Who else is in here?
Because people might be looking at you like you about to
Jimmy
lose your
James.
hip hop rap.
That's
card.
That's what I'm saying.
Because how you a rapper? You don't like battle rap.
I think some way I done split to a different avenue, bro.
And which one is that?
More. I don't know how to say it, bro. Artistic.
Are you kind of
music like
vibing with Prince, where you're now no longer the artist, but you're the symbol?
Yo, hip hop has many different layers to it, bro. Like breakdancing, b-boying. That's hip hop. Like, we done forgot about b-boying. Like, we done wrote them off. Like, they don't even belong to this culture. But yo, Crazy Legs, Steady Chaos Crew, like these cats, bro. Like, there was Wave. Like, what's his name, Mr. Wave? Like, there were dudes out here who were getting recognized. These dancers. Because they were from the streets, bro. Hip hop was from the streets.
But see, that's the difference.
Hip hop was rappers, was the DJs, the record players, was the community came together, and what they do with the music. The hip hop heads, what they did was they how do I vibe with this atmosphere? What do I do with this atmosphere? Because it's a positive vibe, man. Because hip hop wasn't birthed in the beginning to be no street thing. It was about street stuff because that's where they came from. It was about bringing the community together and gave something for the youth to do. So this is what they were doing. Yo, get that record player, get that speaker. Yo, we're gonna have somebody just talking to Mike, and we're gonna be here in the basketball court, just chilling. Somebody grilling, somebody doing stuff. They're grilling, they're feeding, and now you got the dancers. Like, what do we do? Like, what are we gonna do? We can't be hood with it and beef with each other. What do we do? They learn how to break dance and have battles with each other's crews, and they come together and they'll have straight break dance battles. They will be over there. The DJs will be over here. The hip hop kids will be over here. Graffiti artists were known over here. Bro, it was a different time. It was a different time. Hip hop then was a different time.
And I think James is saying what happened. He's saying like some bars may have gone over your head because they are referencing some things said in IG Live.
Okay.
So that's the streets. The streets were
so
where
the
you
people
got
who are
the
paying
information.
attention, the people who are invested.
Yeah, the people
who
are following them.
So you're picking up on the cues that I'm not picking up on those.
Exactly. But it's just no different from when they were rapping in the streets.
That makes sense.
If you were from that hood, you understood
that's
those
what I mean.
innuendos. You were like, I know that because I'm from that hood. I'm from that street. Hip
hop done exploded into every type of culture that I was thinking this morning. I was like, yo, we're so arrogant. Us Americans are super arrogant. You know why? How do we know that the illest rapper speaks English?
That's true.
How can we verify that the illest spitter is an English speaking rapper? How do we know that? How do we know that God himself knows? God himself knows who the illest spitter. Like God is the one who he knows how to rank them. He knows how to rank them all. And it's like this one rapper
in Russia.
Exactly. It's like this one rapper in this completely
stupid
area that we're not even looking at. We're not even concerned with that. And there's this, the illest spitter is actually there. We're so arrogant that we're trying. The illest rapper is always an American English speaking rapper. It's never we don't consider nobody else.
Why don't we have a rap Olympics? you get your rapper from your country and you come down and we'll have a translator. And the translator's got to act mad gangster with every bar. Can you imagine seeing a sign language person doing a rap bar? Like, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not even sign language. He's just crumping. Hold up. He's just crumping.
Yo, you got to pause on that. Yo, hold up. For everybody. Yo, we love everybody. We pray for everybody.
Honestly, I'm sorry.
This dude Gil.
I'm sorry. I've seen.
We're supposed to be on point. You're the on point guy.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I've seen sign language people.
I've seen
people doing sign language, doing for like political stuff, and when people get mad and they say something real mean, they're like, So now imagine it's a rap.
Time out. Those sign language people that be doing the politician things, bro, they be going
fast
in. They be sweating.
Fast.
They better get paid top dollar.
And that's what I'm saying. And if the person is mad and they're like,
bro.
We need to get to the bottom of this vaccine.
I feel like referees.
Sign language person is like,
I feel like referees are taking notes. Like referees are like, oh my goodness.
I'm like, that dude doing sign language is tight. He's mad, bro.
Referees are like, wow, they really know.
He's just as mad as that guy.
They really know how to use their hands.
Sign language, you would be throwing the set. I'm telling you, bro.
Oh man.
I think that would be ill. We have a rap Olympics.
It makes sense, bro. So it was over my head because so I did split. There you go. There you have it. Yep. So you guys are probably battle rap fans, which you know what's crazy is that I actually enjoy battle rap, but
the landscape has changed now because now you have these people beefing.
I think that's the first time I burped in the mic. What episode is this? Let's mark it.
Yo, you have these people beefing on like.
This is like something we should congratulate ourselves.
That you just burped in the mic.
Yeah, I never burped in the mic on my own show.
You just throwing confetti?
Yes, 158.
I don't know if I should be proud or disgusted.
No, I'm just saying. I feel like we should mark it.
I just burped for the first time on the mic. Throw the confetti. You know what? Give them a meteor. Give them a meteor. That is the burp right there. Watch it go by.
In the middle of
confetti. Go by?
There it goes.
I wonder what he'll do when he farts.
There you go.
The meteor's going to come from the other direction.
Why are they
The
celebrating?
media's gonna go back.
Why are they celebrating?
Yes, we're celebrating because Mario burped in the mic,
there you
guys.
go.
Just so you know.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah. So I don't know, man.
I'm at a different phase, man. I guess
this is the new climate, though. Now you need to follow whoever it is that you follow and whatever art they do. It doesn't
it's
even have
like
to be
niches,
rap.
bro. It's
You
all
got
niches.
Twitter, IG, Facebook.
What'd he say?
They can have an argument in Facebook, finish it in Twitter, and then start it back up again in Instagram. Like you're like, I don't even know where's this argument at?
you gotta follow. You gotta
piece it together.
It's all the breadcrumbs, man. But
So
that's
it makes sense.
I guess that's
that
part of
that
that
rapper
too,
is
that-
going to be referencing all these different things.
brings back nostalgia, brings back, that vibe back in the day, that the beefs, the diss tracks. It's been a minute, since we had something like that, and these guys are going at it.
Yeah, man.
So,
It's good to know that hip hop hasn't changed much. There's still people going at it, always and forever.
I guess it's cool for that, right?
Always
The
and
nostalgia, but it's not
forever.
something that you be like checking for, like as far as like tracks you want to. I guess I don't know. People be bumping to different things. Who am I to say that? I just bump to different stuff, man. Like I
don't know. I listen to a lot.
Actually,
of
to be
different things
honest, I
nowadays.
don't really be listening to music.
I don't either. And you know
don't-
why I listen to the most music? With my wife. When I'm like on the road and just on the way to church or going to the mall.
What
it's
you
like
listen
when
to?
I really a lot of time. Honestly, man. Lately, wifey and I have been listening to a lot of worship music, but it's from
what
this,
station?
not even a station. It's just on iTunes. Like,
Oh, you just pick worship?
yeah, bro.
So like Spanish worship?
yeah. Well, it's this specific. No, it's a specific group. Is Jonathan and Sarah. That's not like that.
Yo, I had my grandmother.
too,
I had
though.
my grandmother in there with
He
the.
really went with a.
I had the dudes with the shakers, the dudes in the drums, bro. Man, they would go in,
Yeah,
bro.
they did.
They would go. It was like a band. It was like a professional band, bro.
Did they have the cut?
Bro, they had everything.
But towards the end,
It
so
was
the Holy Spirit
amazing.
can fall harder. My
Oh
church
no,
had
no, no!
that.
They didn't have performance like that.
Okay, my church had a cut
Nah.
towards the end,
Nah.
like growing up, and it would be like, whatever the normal, whatever corito, they would, "Ala Maria, ala Maria, ala Maria." They go there. But once it starts to get to the end, Señor.
When you hear that bell, when you hear
bam, 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 bam.
oh,
Bam, 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 bam,
Hey.
bam, 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 bam. Ascend el fuego! Ascend el fuego! Ascend el
all of a
fuego!
sudden, this
And it
shirt's-
would go nuts,
this
bro.
shirt's going.
Everybody. All you saw
It's like,
was
what kind of church
you
is
saw was
this, bro?
t-shirts.
This shirt.
t-shirts.
This water being spilled everywhere. Just like, what are we in the club? The lights go out.
popping bottles.
This thing's flashing. Like, what's going on?
Did I see Moet?
What just happened?
Did that lady just pop a bottle of Moet?
Just spraying everyone. Like,
Fuego! That's what you do when there's fuego.
that's Holy Spirit fire. Yo, I'm not gonna.
Yo, but
front,
they
man.
did that, bro.
I
It
would
was
go
like
there
the
just
cut
for the
was crazy. It was
one
like
time. Foam. Yo, they start shooting foams.
oh my god, foam! It became a rave.
Oh shoot!
It was a rave. Yo, and the musicians were crazy, bro.
Yeah, they
the
were
church
fire.
I went to, the musicians were insane.
On point, bro.
Insane. Actually, some of those musicians that I grew up with in the church are now touring. Like with artists and stuff. Like some of them, not all of them.
Oh
but some of
yeah,
them. There's
yeah.
like 2 or 3 of them that I know
because they're fire.
that are now touring. I'm
all
like,
they do
yo,
is play music 24/7.
you touring, bro? He's
Yeah.
like,
Like, bro, I just go where the Lord leads me.
he's like, I never stopped playing, and people know
I
this.
never stop playing.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
they got that dude playing in the plane, in the bus. They got this dude playing everywhere he goes.
Coffee shops.
Bro, I never stop playing. You guys just
Just
Trump
keep
said.
playing, just keep playing,
man.
just keep playing.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? What's that face? Mira.
Mira. Latino and black churches kept me from drugs and streets. Shout out to them. Was playing bass, guitar, drums since a kid. Yo, drums for me. I never played all them other instruments, but I definitely played drums in church growing up for sure.
You play drums in the church?
You know this. What do you
I
mean?
know you played drums, but I didn't think you were like.
He played at ICC.
Oh, you did play at
Yes, that's what I said. You know this.
That's
this
right.
is something you witnessed.
That's right. And you sang.
Yeah. Well, I didn't sing while playing drums. I couldn't do that.
You were like, I can feel it.
That was the pastor.
Falling.
The pastor
in
did
the
that.
air
With the reggaeton beat. Remember that?
You were like,
I'm like, isn't that
It's like-
Daddy Yankee?
Gil was just.
And it was the pastor playing the drums. I was like, wait a minute. I know that's
Gil was the
gasolina.
kind who did that Phil Johnson like singing at first before he played.
I did a build up.
He said the
I did a
vibe-
build up for
He said the
everybody.
vibe first,
Nasty.
and then he went straight to the toms. Dum, 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 dum.
This is completely original. I've been going every on the air
And you check the Spanish people don't know. They're like,
Completely
oh my
original.
goodness. Like,
You know it's complete
Oh my
trash
goodness.
when the singer is yelling out loud. This is completely original.
you took advantage of that Spanish speaking audience. They didn't know. They were like, oh my
Ay, mira
goodness.
qué linda esta canción tan linda.
Oh my goodness. Say, I remember. Like the whole
All I
thing.
do is just do an accent, and I remember. They're like, yo, I don't know this song, but it sounds powerful.
I think I've heard this. Where have I heard this before?
I was here before.
It'd be the first time, the last time.
Since we ever met.
Ooh, in Spanish too. How you doing?
Calling in the air at night. Espíritu Santo. Espíritu Santo.
Hold on. How you say hold on?
Espérate.
Espérate. You're foul, bro. You're foul, man.
Yo, you know a lot of these trying to
Oh,
be taking
my
songs that are
goodness.
secular and trying
Yes,
to
they
apply
do.
them like they're
yes,
Christian.
they do, bro.
Yo, you hear it? He feels the power. It's the power of Jesus. It's the power of Jesus. I don't care what you say. I felt it.
I'm not gonna front. That music, I miss that vibe, man.
I do. I miss the
do.
vibes too, man. The music, like it. There's something about, and that's what I mean. This is what I'm saying. The group that my wife and I listen to is called Jonathan and Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out, yo, on their YouTube.
Look at James. Yo,
got
James is having
fire
fun, bro.
songs. Yo, James is dying, bro.
James is having fun, bro.
Yo, they write their
That's
own.
what it's all about, bro.
They write their own hymns.
Thank you, baby.
Yo, and they're so fire. They're so fire.
Who writes their own hymns?
That group? I'm telling you, and they have a church that they belong to,
And they write their own hymns?
They write their own hymns.
You
So
don't think
all the
that's
songs they
dangerous
sing are
sometimes?
original. What do you mean?
Like sometimes, like, I mean, we got the potential to go
if you
left.
think about it, majority of the hymns that we have were translated
What happens
from
if
English.
you like sneak in like a personal one?
A lot of the hymns that we sing in
You know what
church,
I'm
like the
saying?
Spanish ones, were translated. They were originally English.
They're all singing it, and then all of a sudden there's a name drop in there. Jennifer. Wait. What?
Oh!
Whoops.
But they won't
This
say it
wasn't
that
the
way.
one. This wasn't the one that's supposed to go in the.
Y Jennifer. First of all, there wasn't
The whole
there wasn't even Jennifer in the Bible.
Everybody's confused, but they sing it. They're like, it has to be right. It's in there. Jennifer.
We're washed as white as Jennifer.
Oh no,
Washed as white as Jennifer. Who's
No. First of all, there's so many things wrong with that, bro. There's so many
Wait a minute.
things
What
wrong.
book are we reading from? This doesn't sound
Where
like
do you
a
want to
hymnal.
go? You want to go biblical wrong? You want to go? Where do you want to go? Cultural wrong? Which one you want? Oh my goodness!
Wait, first of
bro.
all, there was plenty of people in the Bible that were washed by the
Oh.
blood of Christ. So I was just using Jennifer as an example. Okay. But yeah, so this group didn't want to sing, and they sang their own hymns. I thought it was fire.
I got nothing,
I
man.
thought it was fire, man.
How do we start?
Create your own hymns, y'all. Go
Yo,
get your own
that's a
bag.
creative tip.
Creative tip. Sing your own
Creative
hymns.
tip. I don't think that's a good tip, bro. That's not a good tip, man. We shouldn't give that tip. Sing the hymnals that are at the church.
Don't whitewash.
You can trust. No, don't do. Don't do
They
none
sang.
of that.
They sang Spanish hymns.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Nah, for real, bro.
No,
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I do
you know,
miss
those
some of
things.
that.
But that's what I listen to with the
I do
wifey,
miss
bro.
that.
We found that group and we're like stuck, man. That's what we like to listen to. I challenge y'all to listen. It's fire.
So that's what you're listening to, worship.
A lot of times, yeah, man.
Spanish.
I mean, think about
Spanish
it.
worship.
A lot of times, the stuff that's out right now, like as far as like, you know, secular music, like the radio is like the most readily available thing. It's all garbage.
What station we listen to, babe?
The one that Pastor Cooley made fun of.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
which one?
K-Love?
K-Love, yeah.
K-Love, actually, K-Love be surprising me sometimes. They be throwing some gems And I found actually a singer, Goki, I think his first name, I think is Michael. No. But he's nasty. He's nasty. I listened to him one time and I was like, who is this dude? I've listened to him like 3 different songs and all 3 of them are fire. And I know it's his voice. It's very distinct. And I looked him up and it's something Goki. But yo, he's nasty. He's nasty. And his songs ain't like...
Don't tell me that's the guy what's that song that I... What's he say? What's he say, babe?
Not all my people say.
No, all my people sing.
Nah.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Danny Goki.
That's
Bro,
your favorite song, babe.
listen.
I got you right here, bro.
Listen, I'm not trying to hate, but...
I do see what Cooley means, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, come on.
But it's what's available, I guess.
What's that song?
I
gotta pause that. I don't want to hear that voice.
I'm gonna play it real quick so you can hear a little something. We're gonna do a live critique right quick.
All right, go ahead. But all my people saying, oh, man. I wonder if it's all him doing that. Okay. This is that dude, Goki? Isn't that a animation character? Okay, yeah. I like it.
And Danny Goki's the dude, bro.
It's a very unique...
And he has a Spanish album.
Does he? Is he
Yeah.
Spanish?
I don't know if he's Spanish. His last name doesn't sound Spanish to me, but I looked him up and he did a Spanish album.
Really?
He did this song right here in Spanish.
Yo,
I'm
these
like,
dudes are just come up on the low, right? Like
for real. I never heard of this dude.
Dude just has
But-
a whole
K-Love
career on the
really-
low.
Actually, yeah, because he played on K-Love all the time. That's how I got put onto him. I'm like, yo, this dude got an ill voice. And he acted like that, like synth
My
Yeah,
kids
I
know
hear
this
it.
one.
Yeah.
to his voice.
Yep.
And I'm like, yo, this is actually kind of fire. Yeah,
No, he's fire.
but he's fire.
I like that. What's his name?
Danny Goki.
Okay. Danny Gookie.
He got some hits, bro. He got some bangers.
I like that.
But what you been listening to? Well, you say you don't really listen to music, so that means you only listen to yourself, and
When
that's prideful.
Yo, sometimes I do get stuck on my own songs. Sometimes I do. Only because, like, for me, it's like I'm trying to figure it out. So I'm like wrestling with direction on critiquing because I engineer my own stuff. So I listen. I'm one of those that listen back because I'm trying to. Is that voice? I need to EQ the bottom end. I need to make it a little lighter. I need to.
That's
make
why
that
when the
crisp.
song actually
I need
comes
to-
out, you're sick of it.
Remember,
For artists?
his brain works differently.
Yeah, so I don't
That's true.
like I listen to it because I'm critiquing my mixing. Like I'm just critiquing what can sound better. So
Because you listen to other people to get inspiration too, right?
yeah,
Like
I listen to regular.
what's the standard
I
of-
listen to what the trending, what is popping right now. What is the number
and
one
when you
thing that
listen to
everybody's
them,
running
you
to?
listen to them for
right
that
now.
same reason, for mixing purposes, for
And all that. I listen to
Artistic.
because you know why? You're reverse engineering the industry standard. That's what you're doing. So for me, when I listen to and I study like even secular, when I study art, it's like the kid that takes apart the laptop just to see what's inside and he's messing
and then
with
he
the
can't
parts
put it back
inside.
together. And he
Yeah, I've been there. I've been
Are
there,
you
bro.
that kid?
I've been there. And they walk by, they're like, now put it back together. And you're like, oh, shoot. I forgot. You got to put it back. What screw was it? You learn.
did
You
I
learn
put
real
that?
fast. You learn real fast. Okay,
So
remember to mark
ask
your
you,
stuff.
How do you listen to secular stuff, right? And then when you translate it to your own, not copy. Like how do you find that line?
I can separate the
Because I can tell that a lot of people in the industry right now are doing just that because they're sounding like
See, well, you know what's funny?
artists
You know what's funny
that
about that?
already exist. And
You-
I'm like, Dad, I can already hear what you're trying to do.
You know what's funny about that? The casual listener or even the unexperienced artist, they listen for that. They listen for that sound. Like, what do they, how does this feel? How does this, whatever. When I'm listening to it, and maybe a lot of people who also think like that, when I listen to it, I'm listening to what is the contrast between the vocal and the beat? Where does the kick sit? Where does the snare sit? Because everything changes. So at one point in music, the instrumentation was using real samples from real records. That was the sound. And then they would add like a recording on purpose. They would add a recording tape deck sound on purpose into the track, on purpose to create an analog sound.
That's crazy.
So they were trying to harness that sound. So I'm always listening to what is the engineering doing, because the people that really run the show are the
engineers,
and the producers. The engineers, they give a signature sound using plugins and all this stuff, and then the producers give the sound of the beat. But the beat is like say 808s. When Kanye West came out with his album, it was 808 heavy, and everybody started copying the 808s. Everyone wanted to put 808s because of what Kanye did. But Kanye is really thinking like, yo, 808's heavy, have that booming, and then have my voice like contrast that boom and sit in this pocket just right. Like Kanye West is thinking,
he's creating the art where other people are tracing.
They're just copying what they hear.
Over it.
Oh, they just use this plugin. They're just copying, but they're doing it on purpose. The professionals are doing things for reasons. They're the creators of trends.
I have a question, Sammy. Do you do that with your art? Like, do you see someone's art and then take it but always make it your own, or do you try to make it exactly like them?
I've done both.
And which one do you prefer?
Creating my own.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you find it harder? Because now you have to create it yourself.
Yeah.
But you still enjoy it more.
That's what's good about it. It's challenging.
Let's say this, like for film, cinematography. You have the thirds that go down, the thirds that go across.
Yep.
There's a grid for film.
Yeah.
And the subject is supposed to be in one of those thirds on the lines. The subject is supposed to be on either one. Like that's the standard, the film standard.
Yep.
So you as a casual viewer who doesn't look at the thirds and all that, you're just watching a story. But there's an actual art being created with how they're establishing the story visually. In other words, the 180 rule. When you watch film, they don't break the 180 wall. The film is always being filmed from one side and it doesn't cross this path. It's always from this side.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Regardless of how you do it, it follows. So if it's a dialogue between these two, there's the 180 right there, and we follow and we trace around on the outside. Like there's a standard for that. And casual viewers don't look at none of that. And it's to some people, it's a curse because you're listening and observing things in a different way, not like everyone else. Like Sammy can't stand it now because she's finding boom mics, and she's like, the reflection of the guy. I seen the camera. The boom mic in that thing. This is like, she could tell in just like 30 seconds of the film whether it's going to be good or bad, just by the feel of how the cinematography moves, how they change scenes. You could just tell.
Did that to me too.
It's different.
Yeah,
it's different. You look at things different.
Now I look at movies and I'm like, yeah, this movie's gonna be fire. And my wife is like, how? And I'm like, did you see how their camera moved? She's like,
did you see how they went through?
Like, so you know how you know if the script is gonna be good? The camera moved to the left and then went to the right. Trust me, it's gonna be a good movie. Left and right is always the recipe.
You can never go wrong with left and right.
When it goes left and right and then down and up, that's an easy way to get you to like every movie. Just as soon as Gil's like nodding out, just be like, I was like, did you see that? The Contra method. They went up, down, left, right, left, right. ABA.
You'd be losing. You'd be losing everyone if you did that with the camera.
But somehow you're getting free stuff.
Like, oh my goodness.
I'm getting all these benefits.
We're winning.
Like, how is he doing that? He's using the Contra method.
But yeah, so I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. I've been listening to sermons, a lot of sermons lately, man. I've been filling my head up with as much of the word as possible.
Are you doing the same thing to the sermons? Like, dag, this sermon sounds trash.
I try to stay, you know what? I try to stay.
M150 mic. Jeez. This trash sermon. I can see the microphone.
Okay.
You should have got a lavalier.
Sometimes, because I kind of like
He
lucky.
dissects everything.
I know this ain't good. But I lucky pick my sermons. Like I lucky pick them.
Yeah.
So I go to Sermon Audio and I'll read like a chapter. Like let's say right now, Deuteronomy 32. Finally. 32, bro. I'm a few more chapters away. Finally out of Deuteronomy, man. About 32. And what I do is I just go to Sermon Audio and I search by Bible verse, chapter and verse. And then I find my verse, Deuteronomy 32, all verses, and I just rate from the top down. All right. I know, like some people will be like, you need to be careful
that's a bad way
because certain Sermon Audio don't always have sound preachers all the time. So you got to be careful. I get it, but so
that's actually happened
going
recently.
off of what you said, there have been some sermons I came across where I am critiquing the theology, and I am like, nah, that's off. Nah, I'm not gonna.
Mario's going to the children's PTA meeting like, honey, she doesn't even use Crayola. This is ridiculous. It's the kind of quality they're producing in this school.
Yeah, so I've been listening. I've been consuming sermons and trying to get my head filled with the right stuff, man.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get to that sermon you sent me.
It's fire, bro. Really dope.
That's the latest one for
the
Deuteronomy,
one
right?
takeaway I think it'll bless y'all, and then we gotta jump into our next featured track, and then we out of here. I can't believe time flew like that, bro.
Crazy, right?
I kind of like this.
Yeah, man.
I like this.
This is what we do.
I'm kind of sad right now. I'm like, yo, are you serious, man? What the heck just happened?
4 more minutes.
Come on, man. Didn't we start late? Can we go a little over?
We can.
The ill takeaway from...
We're the owners of our own fate.
Oh, whoa.
We could do whatever we want.
There's the heretic. There he is. Call the cops.
We can speak
Someone
it
call
into
the cops.
existence.
There's a heretic over here.
We're going to stay on for a few more minutes. There it goes, into the ether.
The illest takeaway from that sermon was how sin affects you and how it freezes you, and instead of being in a state of being courageous and brave and confident in the Lord, it actually freezes you in a state of shame and guilt, and you're not able to uphold your responsibilities in that confidence in the Lord because you're holding on to that. How sin affects you, like what it does to you. It actually pauses you. It stops you. It stumps you, slows you down from spiritual growth. And that spiritual growth entails the blessings that God has for you, that equips you, man, for every good work.
Amen.
Whether it be husband, father, son, foreman, you know what I mean? Or mother, wife, sister, aunt, whatever it is, whatever you are, like, you know, you're most effective when you're warned against sin and you trusting in God. That's when you're the strongest, when you're honoring him. And maybe it could be that, you know, that impact that you should have is being blocked because of a sin that we might be holding on to, or something that we're trying to excuse or pardon, and we claim it as who we are. That's who I am. And we hold on to sin because that's who I am. It is what it is. When we are supposed to war with it, kill it, get above it, and move forward to be sanctified for every good work that the Lord has for us in this world.
Amen.
So I think that's a good, you know, I mean, I know we were having fun and everything, but I think that's a good way
to be a Debbie Downer with the scriptures.
Hey,
baby, you make me proud.
But yeah, man, that's.
Oh, I guess I have my own button.
Should I do it?
You made me so proud, honey bunny, gumdrop, my little.
We should be shameful.
My little marshmallow.
We shouldn't be ashamed of that, man. Yo, bless the people, man. Listen.
What is that word that his grandmother calls
Bless
him?
the people.
Mostroco.
Morocho.
Morocho.
Yo, one thing, there was a pastor, Pastor
Mi
Jeffries,
morocho.
Dave Jeffries. Shout out to Pastor Dave Jeffries. Before he left my church, that's one thing, like, he said to me that stuck with me, and I'll never forget it. And you know, he was leaving. I'm saying goodbye, like we're saying goodbye, like we're, hey, you know, we're showing him love, saying goodbye. And he just had to bless people, you know what I'm saying? So he just looked at me dead in my eyes, and he was
like a pastor should.
And he was like, hey, remember this. Always remember this. Honor the Lord, and he will honor you. Honor the Lord. And that stuck with me. Honor the Lord. He'll honor you. You know what I mean? It's not that prosperity stuff, you know, it's not that. It's an actual promise,
seek
bro.
first the kingdom of heaven, and these things will be added to you. It's along all over scripture.
Facts. All right, we're going to jump into our featured track. This is Drew Beck's Personal. Till next week, let us know, man. Hit up the line 774-243-0385. Music at MarrioEsco.com. 2 R's in my name. And check out D2Lproductions.com and let us know, hit us up, say what's up, prayer requests, whatever. Maybe topics, things you want to talk about, discuss, whatever. Hit us up, man. We're really just having a good time getting together, man. It's a blessing for me to be able to every week come together with my wife and my closest friend, my best friend, Gil. Yeah. Brother, you were there. Both of you actually were there. literally, I met you both around the same time. Have been there with me my entire crazy, right? Up until now, dude. Both of you.
22 years.
So for me, it's
been 22 years.
22 years with y'all. And you guys, man, God's grace has been on both of y'all to be able to deal with a dude like me, man. Like
22 for you, 21 for him.
Yo, facts, man. 21. Yup. Because you knew him the year before.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So
I've known you for 22 years and you've known him for 21.
Yes,
that's
bro.
a fact.
You guys were
Buddy Kwan Clan.
That's a fact, bro. I was with Bora. I was with Bora the man doing my thing over there. Just
Bora.
I was like, man, I'm over here doing my thing. I was with that crowd.
And Damaris.
Mm-hmm.
Can't forget Damaris, man. Damaris.
And double S. Nah, let me stop.
Damaris was the third of the Boricua clan.
Yep.
That was dope. That was a good time.
Yeah, so it's dope to be able to, every week come together with my closest friend and my wife, and be able to share this experience with y'all.
This experiment.
Experiment
we're
too, man.
Experimenting with this friendship. At some point, we're going to cut this thing loose. Once we figure out what the hypothesis is.
We ain't figuring nothing out. Leave it what it is. Leave it what it is. We ain't figuring nothing out, man. It is what it is.
We have a theory.
All right. So this is Drew Bex. We love y'all, man. Till next week.
Love ya.
Grace and peace. Latest.
Heavy rain, vivid lightning, and the chance for strong gusty winds and even damaging winds are on the table.
One of the biggest issues that we're seeing out of this storm are power outages.
On and on, but I say it's nothing personal. It goes on and on, but I say it's nothing personal. I've been in my cinnamon bag, ain't doing good, I've been bad. Should've been over the sin, but I roll over again and again and again. I do it again and again. I do it again and again and again and again and again and again. Count 'em up, hold up, let's line 'em up. Wow. Count 'em up, count 'em up, count 'em up. All of my sin I've been stacking up. Travel rewards been racking up. Headed to hell in a package. A special order for the captain of all of the lies I've been lapping up. Telling me I am the captain of capping. Say that I'm holy, but actually I'm acting up flat enough. Tired of grieving your heart, and yes, it gets hard to not sin. Beat us like a full-time job, and I've been slacking, never show up on time. Always too late, always made the same mistakes. Sinking like a ball and chain, know that I need a change, so I'm calling on your name, yeah. On and on, but I say it's nothing personal. It goes on and on, but I say it's nothing personal. But it's so personal. When I do bad, you're the first to know. I mean, literally, you're the first to know. Before I do the dirt, I hurt you, Lord. Take my heart and search it, Lord. Whatever ain't pure, just murky, Lord. Cindy got me under her hypnosis. I can see the coffin like tuberculosis. Yes, I see my life in flashes. Wanna receive a crown for ashes. Don't wanna be with a teeth on ashes. Yes, I got a lot of faith, but you need the action. Don't wanna be a jerk like a knee reaction. You loved me first, and I seen the passion. You hung your son on a tree and lashed him. How can I let the enemy be a distraction? grieving your heart, it gets so hard to not sin. Took a full-time job, I never show up on time. Always too late, always made the same mistakes. Sinking like a ball and chain, know that I need a change. So I'm calling on your name, yeah. On and down, but I say it's nothing personal. It goes on and down, but I say it's nothing personal.
All right, that was Drew Beck's Personal, and I'm gonna play this Hyper Fenton
Our mechanic
Faithful again because I think it wasn't playing in the beginning, so we're gonna respect that. All right, y'all, grace and peace. We got
the
it.
Mechanics Union.
Go, grace and peace.
All of my life, all that I want is all that you want from me. In all of my life, I'll have all I want, and you can have all of me. But I haven't been faithful, but I lay it on the table. Even though you bled for me, I've been acting like you're dead to me. I haven't been faithful, don't know how you're able to look at me at all right now. All I've done is let you down. Then you hit me with the I will never leave you. Even if you wanted me to, I will not forsake you. In the middle of the night when you feel all alone, I will never leave you. Even if you wanted me to, I will not forsake you. I hear what I should know, but I haven't been faithful. But I lay it on the table. Even though you bled for me, I've been acting like you're dead to me. I haven't been faithful, don't know how you're able to look at me at all right now, when all I've done is let you down. Even though I walk through the valley in the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, you said. In the middle of the night, I'm all alone, and I don't know where to go. You said, all of my life, all that I want is all that you want from me. In all of my life, I'll have all I want, and you can have all of me.
If you're listening on the podcast, be sure to check out my Facebook music page, Marrio Esco 1. Again, 2 R's in my name, the number 1 at the end, Marrio Esco 1. Be sure to like and follow that page because I like to give updates on who I'll be interviewing and leave a description on what we'll be talking about. And I also like the real-time one-on-one back and forth interaction. If you don't have the time to join us on Facebook Live, be sure to check out my podcast. It's called Marrio Esco Live, 2 R's in my name. Again, you'll see the white silhouette of myself with the cross underneath. Be sure to subscribe to that and follow the link as well to whatever podcast you're using or however you're receiving the podcast, and leave us a review. We love to hear feedback. You can also hit me up at music@marrioesco.com and just hit me up with some feedback and ways that we can improve the show or the things that you like and enjoy. Any type of feedback will be highly appreciated. Grace and peace.